Yo, what y'all doing? What y'all doing today? Yo, y'all need to come to this SMG house party, yo. Oh, you don't know what's going on? I'm gonna show you exactly what's going on. I'm gonna let you know what's going on. Hold on. Come here for a minute. Come here, ma. Bring your friend too. Check this out.
Welcome to my house party where girls by nature getting.
Yo, all of y'all has just got adopted, alright? It's your boy K-Dub, the infamous SMG's co-founder, the leader, the superhero, and y'all accesses just got granted into the world of the infamous Simply Marvelous.
Get wild, handcuffs on them, taking dick while getting choked and just smile. My bedroom got all of the good girls.
Well, you know, I'm K-Dub. I go by the name of K-Dub. Got the name back in the old neighborhood. You know, I used to, do a little something on the sideline, you know what I'm saying, that constituted me to be nicknamed K-Dub, right? And I had the name, at first it was Dub K, you know what I'm saying, because I was double. And people used to say I had double personalities, so it was Dub K at first, you know what I'm saying, and then it kind of switched. I was like, I wasn't feeling Dub K with it, so I kind of changed it to K-Dub to represent who I was. I felt that was the name that I should have had. Still Dub K.
So much sex that everything is getting sloppy. The money post around in this bitch like my.
I came up with the name SMG because, y'all all know from way back, back in middle school, I came up with the trademark of the Simply Marvelous. Like, I got that, I was watching some old school thriller movie, and it had an old white lady on there, saying Simply Marvelous. And I was like, you know what, that could go with how my music intros in, because I usually like to come in with a bang. So what more to come in with a bang than to come in with, that Simply Marvelous slogan right in there. So as I was coming up, I was sitting up chopping it up, with a lot of group members. And we were sitting up, and I was like, you know what? I always say Simply Marvelous, and we're a clique, we're a gang. You have all of your gangs out there, the SOD Money Gang, you got your, Taylor Gang, you got all these different cliques out here and whatnot. So I was like, yo, we need to be the Simply Marvelous Gang, because everything we spit is going to be Simply Marvelous, everything we do is going to be Simply Marvelous. And I had pretty much came up with that, man, like in high school, my freshman year, I pretty much came up with that, and then as I kept going and getting older and older and going with the whole concept, everything, tended to get a little more deeper into that. So, yeah, that's how I came up with that, with SMG, and then SMG for short, you know what I'm saying, Simply Marvelous Gang.
SMG, Simply Marvelous Gang.
Yes, there's members, man. SMG's all over the place, alright? Simply Marvelous Gang, SMG was spread all abroad, and everybody is kind of like, cultivating their style, kind of at a part of their life where they're getting a lot of things together. So we actually, we're coming together, but we kind of like all doing our own thing right now, and then blending it all in when we get the chance, Because I'm in the Army. A lot of the members are in the Army. A lot of the members are out of state. You know what I'm saying? You got your boy, me, K-Dub, you know what I'm saying, holding it down. You got your boy, Lil Chico. He just went out to Afghanistan. Shout out to Lil Chico. You got Kalia. She's the R&B singer of the group. She's getting ready to have a baby, So she's in the Army as well. That's all going. Nunu, she's a R&B singer / rapper, you know what I'm saying? So she's doing her thing. DJ KC, our beat maker, our dude that flows, the guy that you're going to see in a lot of videos, my ice cream dude, my homie DJ KC, he's out in Japan right now, you know what I'm saying? My boy CP the Stunner, he's locked up right now. Every group's got to have like that one locked up cat that's, locked up and, getting ready to come out and make a killer appearance. But CP the Stunner, that's my boy though. Me and him go back from high school, etc. So he's locked up, but he'll be coming out. He's still got hits going on. You can hear his joints that's on my mixtape as well. Nicodemus is out in Eville. He's out in Evansville, you know what I'm saying, Indiana, doing his thing. Me and him was chopping up a lot. So there's members all over the place, man. There's SMG guys, and everybody's an SMG in the heart, you know what I'm saying? We cater with everybody. We mess with everybody.
My mind to rip it. I got too many tracks to do to remember it. I'm just sitting up.
What makes you different than another rapper? I mean, everybody's got their own type of style, and some people comes out with the motive of, you know, maybe branching their style off of somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Off of something that they've heard, off of somebody that they like. You know what I'm saying? It's just like basketball players when, you know, everybody wants to be Michael Jordan, or you get cats that come out and they want to, all they can do is crossover because they try to be like Allen Iverson. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel as though like my brand, me as a person, me in the rap game, you know, as an underground dude, my style is something that's not in one bracket. I'm not in a hip-hop bracket. I'm not in a rap bracket. I'm not in a gangster rap bracket. I'm not in, you know, pop music. I'm kind of a universal guy. You might liable to catch, you know, soulful jazz out of me. You might catch, you know, something with some classical tune to it. You might see me drop something, you know, that came back from 1970s, you know, old funkadelic music. You know, I'm just a fan of music in general, you know. So like the joint that me and my boy King Rico had just worked on and just got finished last night, man. A straight up pop music, you know, straight up Justin Bieber shit. You know, I mean, we come up with, I like to come up with something where you're never gonna know. You know, you might hear a K-Dub track and you're like, wait a minute, is this K-Dub? Like, you know, I dropped Lost and people are like, whoa, they didn't know that I knew Black history, that I knew about, you know what I'm saying, anything other than just, you know, violence, guns, drugs. You know, I don't want to be put in that branch. I don't want to be put in a certain branch. So I'm just music in general. You know, I'm not a particular brand. I'm all that. I'm everything into one.
This life of mine got me stressing.
In the industry, you know, I mean, I still got my favorites. You know, I still got rappers that I like and that I listen to and that I would like to have that effect. I wouldn't say that I want to have my style like, but there are artists in the industry that I actually want to, you know, have that effect on people. I mean, Kanye West being one of them, and it's not even just because I'm from Chicago, but then again, I am from Chicago, and Kanye the Beast is from Chicago. I mean, it's just the fact that Kanye, you know, when he came out with like Dropouts, you know, the whole scenario of the, you know, the beer, the college dropout beer, the whole movement of, you know, dropping out of college and then, you know, finally graduating. You know, I mean, that whole concept kind of played on people's head. It kind of gave them something new. They were like, whoa, you know, this is different than, you know, everyday club booty shaking music, you know, gang banging, shooting up, you know, drug dealing. It was different. It was like, okay, this dude is talking about, you know, college and all that stuff, you know. So it was kind of different whole lane. So I mean, I want to have an effect on people like Kanye. Drake was another one when he came out, man, with the universality, you know, where he was kind of not like just rapping. It was kind of had the R&B going in with it and all that. Now, is my style like either one of them? No, but I'm definitely gonna go with a Kanye, with a Drake, with a Nas. I mean, with the positive image as well. You know, so I think those three, you know, if you combined all three of those guys with a little bit of Common and, you know, a little Spice and Nelly, a little bit of, you know, Talib, you know, I think all of that together will you're kind of going to get the feel of a K-Dub, you know, all of those guys combined into one, like one big superhero, you know, combined with all that.
Need clothes, wife need shoes, money make the world go round if you ain't know.
That's a good question. I mean, mainstream is all dependent on what you define mainstream. For me, you know, mainstream can go two different ways. There are people that go commercial mainstream, where they totally forgot who they are and what their purpose was in the music business, or what their whole purpose was to make music in the first place. There's guys that go commercial mainstream, and then there's guys that go mainstream, just meaning now, you know, they're a part of, you know, the world. I mean, you know, you got guys that's underground, and I love the underground, you know, but, you know, these are guys that have good music, but you don't know about them in Chicago. You don't know about them in New York. You don't know about them in California. You know, you just know about them as being kind of like a local artist, you know what I'm saying? You come to like Texas and you hear like a lot of, you know, rappers, and it's like, whoa, you know, these dudes are dope. These dudes got, you know, they got style, they got finesse, but you've never heard of them anywhere else, and that's because they're underground. But then you got your mainstream guys that kind of base it and they go mainstream, and it's like, okay, I know this guy. He's coming up in the lane. He's still sticking to what he does. He's sticking to his style of music. But hey, he's mainstream. Now people know about him in Germany. They know about him in Italy. They know about him in Korea. They know about him all over the world, opposed to just in his neighborhood knowing him. So if in that case, yes, I definitely want to be mainstream, because I want to have an approach on people all over the world. I don't want to just have people in Chicago knowing me. I don't want to just have people in Texas knowing me. I don't want to have people in just San Antonio. I mean, I want people all over the world to, you know, be able to hear K-Dub and know what K-Dub is putting down as far as a message for, you know, the rap game, for the young youth coming up, and for hell, adults that's already up, you know, that still need some learning to do. You know, so yeah, I mean, mainstream, yeah, that type of mainstream is good. What I don't ever want to do is go commercial mainstream. I don't ever want to lose who I am. I want to continue to give people my soul and heart of the music that I like and how I like to present it to people, the presentation, you know, opposed to being commercial and, oh no, now you're suit and tie, or oh, now you know, you've lost that spunk that you had, that hunger. You know, artists have that hunger when they're trying to get signed or when they're trying to get a deal. And then it's like they get a deal and now they can relax. It's like, okay, now I can just sit back and just make bullshit music. I can just sit back and, you know, do whatever I want to do. I don't have to, I don't owe these guys, I don't owe these fans, I don't owe these people, you know, any type of, you know, thank you for, you know, embracing me and getting me on, because it's the people that get the artists on. It's not the artist that gets itself on. It's more the people. The bigger your fan base is, the bigger people support you, the more people support you, the more that's going to make somebody say, okay, maybe I need to sign this guy, because he's obviously got what people want. You know, these people are backing him up. And yeah, that's you know, that's my thought on that.
Gang and think you bad. Think about your forefathers, would they be glad, or if they turn in their graves?
I mean, that's a good question, because there's a lot of good labels out there, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, and there's a lot of bad ones. There's ones you don't even hear about. I mean, but you know, I like if I'm gonna definitely sign with groups, I'm a fan of like Maybach music. I'm kind of a fan of like how Rick Ross does it, man. He has like his group. He got his group out there, but they're all in sync and they all make music, good music. And it's kind of like you don't just hear the top 2 artists that's in this group. You know, you don't just hear the top 3 artists. You don't just hear that artist that's, you know, Rick Ross, you know, playing all the time. You hear Wale, you're hearing, you know, the rest of the group. You got everybody else from Maybach that's actually, you know, making music, and they're all in their own category. They're not, you know, trying to have the same style. Rick Ross got his own style, Wale got his own style, Meek Mill got his own style. I mean, these guys all still have their own style, but then they can come together as a group. So I mean, as me personally, that's the type of, you know, label that I want to be a part of. I want to be a part of a label where we all can join forces together to make that movement, but at the same time have our own identity. Nobody's trying to, you know, like have the same identity. Nobody's in competition with each other. You know, kind of like even sort of like Bad Boy back in the day with Bad Boy. You know, when how Puffy had, you know, everybody had their own identity and he had everybody doing their own thing, you know. But the group that I see right now, the label, if I'm gonna go with a label, is either gonna be and I like Def Jam. I like Def Jam as well, but Def Jam just seems like, you know, it's kind of like hit and miss with Def Jam. If you're hot, you're the stuff in Def Jam, but if you're not, you're sitting on a shelf somewhere you never heard of. Nobody hears of you anymore. But I like Maybach music. I like Rick Ross's little joint. That's the label I would go with if I could go with him.
Well, that's my man, yo. You know, I can't be messing around with his wife.
Yeah, no comment. I mean, yeah, I'm single, man. You know, I'm my mind. It's not, you know, there's a lot of, you know, I'm not one of those men that kind of like bash women and stuff about, you know, there not being good women out here and blah 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 blah, and you know, I got done wrong and girls ain't jack, you know, blah. No, I mean, it's more like I'm just, you know, I got a lot of stuff that I'm going, you know, that's going in my life. You know, I got music that I'm trying to tackle. I got basketball that I'm doing. I mean, I got the army life, which takes up 90% of your day. You know, so I mean, there's just so much that I got going on, and I mean, I met a lot of good women in my life. I mean, a lot of good supporters that just don't support, you know, just me, but supports my craft, that supports the music that I do and supports, you know, what I do. And you know, it's big ups for that. I mean, hell, it even starts with my fam. You know, my mom. You know, she rocks Swag Glowing. She bumps that. She called me the other day. She's like, yo, you know, hey, I got on Swag Glowing right now. You know, I'm bumping that in the car. And sure enough, I went to visit her. She got it on the car. You know, my sisters, my 3 younger sisters, you know, they're, you know, indulged in the music. My daughter, she loves the music. You know what I'm saying? My daughter, I remember I did, you know, when we had released Ain't No Fun Till We All Get Some, when J Maya, the first video that J Maya had dropped, we had did, I let my daughter see it. You know, I always let her see a lot of my videos, the ones that I, you know, can let her see. I let her see those videos and I see how she moves, you know, because kids will tell you the truth. You know, people get adults, you know, adults are going to lie to you to spare your feelings a lot of times. And, you know, a lot of times, even for me, like women, when they tell me things about my music, it's kind of like, you know, I can know when they're telling the truth and when they're just saying it because they like me or something like that. So, you know, I actually like have kids listen to my music. My daughter listens to it and she's like, yo, you know, if she's bobbing to it, she's moving her head, she's moving around to it, I'm like, okay, this is a hit. You know, if she's kind of like, you know, spaced off and stuff, looking around, you know, then I'm like, okay, you know, this one I need to work on, you know. But yeah, my daughter Shania, she's got a good ear for music. She raps herself too, you know, and sings. So I mean, yeah, as far as, you know, no, I'm still single. I just got a lot of stuff going on right now, you know, and I'm just trying to get a lot of stuff set in stone, you know, as well, and then I can have time to move on to doing that, you know, opposed to just handling business, you know. All of my songs touch me in some type of way because they've all came from the heart. But not only that, but I've worked with great artists. I mean, King Rico, Sean Cash, J-Lord, I mean, you know, FMF, you know, AB, you know, Rob, I mean, my boy Mad Hatter, you know, Lamar A, Brazzy B. I mean, there's just a lot of artists, you know, that I've worked with that it's like, man, we come up with these songs, you know, and it's like, man, I'm like, okay, I finished this song, this is my favorite song. And then it's like, okay, damn, but now you just dropped Swag Glowing. That's my favorite song. Then it's like, okay, no, I made her moan. That's my favorite song. But I mean, I think, Swag Glowing beat-wise is nasty. I love Swag Glowing. Swag Glowing is, I go to a club and I perform Swag Glowing, everybody gets turned up in the club, and it's like the look on their face. I got footage of people just wilding out to the song, you know, just loving it. I mean, Swag Glowing beat-wise and hook-wise is my best song. I love Swag Glowing's hook, and I love the beat. As far as favorite song, it's gotta be I Made Her Moan. And the reason why I say I Made Her Moan is because it's something so different. You can't name an artist that has made a song where they have had poetry intertwined with half cut off kind of lyrics. Like, my lyrics were not like a bar. They were kind of like, you know, kind of like riddles. You know, several riddles, kind of like letting you know what I'm talking about. Swag Glowing, best beat, best hook. I mean, the hook was, you know, it was crazy. When I sat back, I dropped the hook, and I was like, I remember it like it was yesterday. It was me, Sean Cash, it was my boy Remix, and we were all sitting in the room, and I called Cash up. I was like, yo, you know, Cash, dog, come through, come to the crib. I got a banger for us. You know what I'm saying? And one of my homeboys that sent me the Swag Glowing beat, and I listened to the beat for 3 days. I had laid up in the bed, went to sleep, and the beat was just on, just and it was just, I was like, what the hell can I put with this? Like, the beat was bananas, and I'm like, ew, this is mine? And the dude was like, yo, if you can make a song to it, you got it, it's yours. So I sat back and I'm like, I'm listening to it, because before I sent it back to him, I wanted to make sure the song was, you know, 100%, you know, official. And I sat up and I got up in the middle of the night, man. It was like 3 in the morning, and I had work in the morning too. I got up like 3 in the morning. I'm like, yo, I said, I put it on there. I'm like, turn the lights off. I think my Swag Glowing swag got the roof off. Feel the wind blowing. A lot of haters, man. You can feel the hate growing. All this ice got my neck and my wrist frozen. Turn the lights off, and then as I'm writing it down, I was saying it and I wrote it down, and I called Cash up. I'm like, dog, Cash, I got a banger, fool. I'm like, come through to the crib now. I mean, Cash is like, half asleep. He gets up, he's like, dog, I gotta go to work tomorrow. I'll be over there tomorrow after work, ASAP. So he comes over after work, we sit down, and boom, man, it was like magic. I played the hook, I played the beat for him, and then I played the hook, and everybody was like, ew, the hook. The hook, man. The hook, because the hook seems like it's going to be a verse. But then it's really not a hook. It's really not a verse, it's a hook. And that's what a lot of artists fell away from. A lot of artists make songs, but they don't put hooks with them. Swag On was official. And then I made a moan when I got that beat. You know me, I'm crazy. I went bananas. I think I got up out of my bed butt naked, running down the stairs like, I made a moan, man. I was just excited, I popped in like 3 old school movies. I watched The Mac, I watched Foxy Brown, and I watched Black Dynamite. Actually, I even threw on Dolomite, the pimp, the old school pimp, Dolomite. And I put that on to get ready to make the song. And when I put that on, I had the beat playing, the little guitar, and then when it had I was listening to the song and it kept having this, like it was moaning. And that's when I was like, okay, I know where I'm gonna take this track to. I made a moan, and boom, it was magic. It was magic in the making.
She made me moan like,
Yo, it's your boy K-Dub, the Gucci Don is signing off, aka the infamous, aka Don Marion, aka hide your kids, hide your wife, cause he out there swagging up everybody. The infrared beam, SMG, Simply Marvelous Gang, we out.
your soul is so sweet. I bet under your panties I should taste. I take you to a whole nother world, baby. Promise you one dose of me will drive you crazy. Have you bragging, telling all your friends, saying K-Dub made me come over and over again. Yeah, I make a moan like, she make me moan like.
It's a lot of cats out here nowadays, they ain't listening. They ain't see K-Dub when he start glistening. They ain't really care, man, they ain't seeing nothing until they see Dub outside, now they frontin'. I know y'all cats ain't got it, y'all stuntin'. So why you outside looking mad mean muggin'? It's Mr. K-Dub, I come through and rough him. I ain't from A-Town, but I Chi-Town stomp him. Nigga, listen to it, it's the way it gets on. And I move like P. Diddy when I'm gone, flowing so I'm icy. You already know, cause you niggas don't like me. I go and grab your wifey. Listen, I be on this Mac Jordan on the store, then kids wanna be like K-Dub and Michael Jordan. When they see me roaring, I be on it, I ain't snoring. Y'all niggas sleep, I can hear you niggas snoring. Listen, I'm growling, my tummy's getting hungry. 4 more of these cats out here for money. Niggas do anything nowadays for money. That's why they end up in the hospital, dummies. You don't wanna get your ass shot by a crook, then you don't wanna give a crooked nigga bad looks. He might come through and put you in the bag, take your whole family.